Vanessa, thanks very much for coming in to Let's Talk Business.
Pleasure.
Well, I want to talk to you about something that I think many businesses might recognise, those that run a business, is the stress of doing it. Brought on to some extent by not charging what they're worth. And you have this amazing formula, which we're going to come to shortly. But sort of explain to me a little bit more about the stress that companies, bosses put themselves under by not charging what they're worth.
Yeah, well, if you're not charging what you're worth, clearly that's going to cause financial implications within the organisation. So if you're giving away too much time for nothing, that means you're going to be working longer hours and bringing less money in. So what implication is that going to have on the business? And it can also mean that you can become resentful, because very often the professional services people I meet are aware of the fact that they're not charging all their worth in some way, shape or form, but they just don't know how to get out of it. So they can become resentful towards their clients for doing a lot of stuff for nothing.
So they don't like clients. They'll go, I don't like that client because we're not able to charge what we're worth.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
And it can have an impact on the person's creativity, on their productivity. I know one client telling me that as soon as he put his prices up, not only did he feel happier in himself, which is great, but he said his performance and creativity also went up. And so that meant his clients were getting a better deal as well. So it's not just the impact on the business, it's also the impact on the client.
And it's stressful in a way, is it, that business owners create a lot of stress themselves by not charging what they're worth? Have you come across that?
Yes, they do. They do cause themselves stress, because who wants to really work for not very much? And at some level, they do recognise that they're doing that.
What brings this on then? Why would people undercharge effectively?
Well, it's back to the formula. They don't necessarily understand their own value, first of all. And they probably don't go through a process with their clients of finding out how important it is to the client that they need their services. And so they're not communicating the value to the client or understanding the client's perception of the value. And also they may not be comfortable asking for their fees. And that comes back to probably our beliefs around money and fear. And if you think about what's been happening in the economy for the last, I don't know, since 2008, quite a few years, 6 years now, it's been fear-driven. And so you'll hear it everywhere, people talking about, well, I can't possibly charge that. Or, well, no, somebody else will do it for less. So there's always this feeling that they're going to lose out if they charge what they're worth.
How do you get around this problem then? Obviously recognising it, number one, but practically speaking?
Well, there's lots of things that we can do to help the person change their beliefs about what they're worth, first of all, and get more comfortable asking for their fees. And there's also some logic involved, because if you think about it, if you lose some clients because you put your prices up, it doesn't mean to say you're necessarily going to lose profit. You might have fewer clients, but better quality clients. And very often people will say when they put their prices up, they attract a better quality of client, and they get rid of the clients that are causing them the most problem and also not paying them very much as well.
Now, you've written a little booklet on this.
I have.
Which is called
True Worth, How to Charge What You're Worth and Get It.
Which is intriguing. So if somebody wanted to, they can download that and find out.
No, it's not downloadable. You can just go onto the website and order a copy of the booklet. We're not doing a downloadable version because we know in marketing that people don't read downloads, whereas when there's a hard copy of something, they're much more likely to read it.
Sounds like a wise decision. Thank you very much, Vanessa, for coming in.
Thank you.